What's up, everyone? I'm Bruno Lopez.
Alberto Arellano.
I'm Juan Rodriguez, and this is our video about human trafficking. Dude.
Yo.
In 2013, I was sold for sex in cities across California by a trafficker who controlled every aspect of my life. During those dark moments, I held on to hope that one day I'd be seen as more than a victim, that I could pursue my dreams, and that my trafficker will be held justice.
What is my experience working with human trafficking? So when I was in Virginia, I worked for the nonprofit called Polaris, and they are the ones who manage the National Human Trafficking Resource Center in the whole country. I worked there for 6 years. I worked there first answering the phones, and then I moved to work with the survivors. So I have, like, you know, when we were working with survivors that we were rescuing, then we will work with them, help them to be back in their feet. And then in my last 3 years, I work doing rescues with the FBI. So it was just like the movies for real, like the helicopters, you know, when you will go and do a rescue in a place where there was human trafficking happening. But that was bad because they will wake me up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and I have to get dressed and just go because the FBI will go with us to help the victims. So they will go get the bad guys, but we will work with the survivors, right? In Spanish or whatever language they needed to work. And we will just give them food, we'll give them clothing, we will help them to feel better. That was cool. I always say I work with the FBI, with the helicopters and the airplane and all that.
Hello, my name is Juan Rodriguez, and we're here with Oak, and we're going to be talking about human trafficking. We'll start it off with, so what do you know about human trafficking?
What I know about human trafficking is that there are people who get taken and sold and they get used for labor, unpaid, they get domestically and sexually abused. They're victims of rape and torture essentially and horrible things. It's typically it should be known as modern day slavery, and they get sold, used, and just treated horribly in their everyday lives. Sometimes that's their life, that just becomes their life and they don't escape. And for others, they do have the opportunity to escape or get away from that, but they still struggle from trauma and everything that around it that goes with it.
And how does that make you feel about you and your safety?
For me, as a teenage girl, it does hurt to see these victims like my age that come up to know that they've been in that situation for years, and it makes me afraid, especially I guess at night more, or even then in the day, like being alone. And I'm at this age where I start to drive, go to gas stations alone, and I've actually experienced, like whenever I was driving, there was a car following me and it was a guy. So I went to a gas station, we go to public spaces, and it's scary. It just makes you really scared and afraid. Like you never know what's gonna happen, and you don't know if the people around you are safe. That's like really, it makes me think about my safety more often than I guess usual than I should have to know that I could get kidnapped and into that is scary.
That concludes our video on human trafficking, and we hope to bring awareness and show people that this is still a modern day issue.